haven't slept in like 2 days, so I had to just let my body crash out.
Okay,
Why?
let's crack straight into that. Why haven't you slept in 2 days?
Back in Australia.
It's a 3-hour time difference. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's like an 8-hour flight, maybe.
You have successfully.
I was so excited.
You were so excited you didn't sleep.
So excited I didn't sleep that night, and then I've been in transit and transiting for the last 24 hours, and let me tell you, I've entered hell, gentlemen. I've entered hell, and I've walked out the other side of the fire alive to tell the story about the most enduring airport experience of my life, and how I was tested, intimidated, dragged through the mud. But the good fighting story is they tried to, but they could not break me.
Okay.
Are you going to tell us the story, or are you just going to make us move on?
Yeah, is this like the song Tribute by Tenacious D? Like, it's not the greatest song, it's just
it's a tribute
to your story?
That's just a tribute, yeah. If you want to know the full story, contribute to our Patreon and you will get access to our exclusives.
No, just tell us.
Give it to them free? We can give it to them free?
We give everything
please.
for free. So
I'm desperate to hear this story, personally. Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
So it starts, I'm on the plane, and have you ever been sat in front of a little kid and they're just kicking your chair, just like boom, 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 and I'm sitting there and I'm taking it, and I'm like, oh, hopefully he'll stop, and he's not, and eventually I lost it. I turned around, I said to the mother, I was like, hey, I was really polite actually. I was like, hey, excuse me, your little boy keeps kicking my chair. Can you make sure he doesn't do it? Oh, okay. A couple moments later passes, and I feel again, a fucking little shit. Look over, and then the kiss keeps happening 2 or 3 times, and then I turn around and I just go to the kid. I was like, no. And
how old is the kid?
Like, the kid has to be, I don't know, like 3 or 4 going on 1.
Okay, all right.
Very immature toddler.
Okay, all right.
The most immature toddler I've ever seen. And parents that didn't know how to respond to it. Anyway, it kept happening, and then I was like, listen, beep, and I pressed the attendant button.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, that's what it's there for.
But you would do it.
I hit the attendance button.
What is that?
Oh, it's Bailey's.
Okay.
Just some cum.
And the first
a quart of cum.
The first beefy looking straight air host man that I've ever seen in my life comes up, and then I was like, I gave him the whole, and then he's like, and he went back there, and then I said something which I didn't understand, foreign language, and then just sort of gave me this, like, turned back to me and give me this like patronizing look, or like a no, it's just like it was just, he was trying to help, but it was also like laced with this level of condescension, as in like, there, are you happy? What you wanted, you're beating up a toddler. There you go.
Has the plane taken off at this point?
With the script, yeah, the plane's in the air.
Okay.
There's a bit of turbulence actually. Apparently, I flew over a typhoon.
All right.
Yeah, thoughts to those in Cambodia. Anyway, fucking, I that flight's done, and I got to do a transit. So I'm in Indonesia now, and I'm doing a transit, and I've booked a 2-leg flight that's got 2 different airlines, right? And I get out, and it's about 5 hours to kill, over 5 hours at the airport, and and there's so many layers of security to this fucking airport, like, no joke. I go through the first security, and then I go through the first. What happened? I go to immigration, and basically they want me to leave the entire airport, actually go into the country, come back in for this transit. So, wanted me to buy a visa. Anyway, this was like a 50-minute line to be told this, almost an hour to be told that. So then it's like, oh, you got to go pay for a visa, like a month visa, to essentially transit to come back in. So that I went to the payment line. I fucking waited an hour at the payment line and then waited again at another hour back to get through fucking immigration. And I had like, I was livid at this point. And
you'd been sweating, you'd be rubbing your nose, scratching your bum.
And I look like the perfect candidate to pull somebody over for security check.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you're obviously you're just single traveler, you're visually agitated. I'm tired. I also hadn't eaten in over 24 hours.
You're so excited to go home, you hadn't eaten or slept.
Yeah. At this point, I called them all a pack of cunts. Anyway.
That's fine.
Wait, what? Wait.
Was there a referee in the airport you called a pack of cunts?
You actually called someone a pack of cunts? Can we elaborate on that?
I was waiting in the immigration line, and I was venting my stress on the phone, and I said like,
to Jeff,
I could effing something these effing C's right now.
Okay. All right, that's aggression. So someone's gone.
Yeah, who's on the phone? Your dad?
It was. Anyway, I was that close to exploding, and then I go through. Okay, eventually I go out. I go back in. I got to go through security, a different security, the departures security, which has 2 layers. So I get to the second layer, and they say, "Oh, open your bag." Actually, no, sorry, I've got to say. On the way out of the airport, I got pulled out off security. So already at 2 securities now. I go back into check in.
It's probably because of what you said on the phone.
Yeah.
level 3 security. I go through, not much problems. Level 4 security. They get me to open my bag. And I'm not a bag getting pulled over guy either.
You're secretive by nature. We know this. If someone wants to go through your bag, you're like, don't.
No, but listen, after years of travel experience,
my favorite cum sock is in there.
I've developed a package of like nuanced micro expressions which I deliver when I go through airport security that make me look like serious, not too loud, but then there's an element of just okay, let him through, like go with the crowd, you notice. And I do this like weird thing when I walk through those what do you know those beep 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 machines, where I'll sort of stop, do this like robot stand, like a cheeky grin, and then I walk through without overdoing the grin. I don't put on a show.
So they pull you up.
Yep. Pull me up. I've got a bottle of perfume in my bag. Now this is a $200 bottle of perfume. It's a 150 ml bottle now. Okay, guys at home, you do the math here, right? So 100 ml maximum you're allowed to take in liquids on your carry-on board luggage. It's a 150 ml bottle that's half full. So it's actually under half full. So let's say 75 mils, right? They're saying 150. I'm saying, no, look, what's half of 150, cunt? Like fucking like 70, right? It's like
75.
To me, yeah, the size of the conveyance
Maybe. I don't know.
itself is irrespective. It's the volume. Anyway, this guy now smells like $200 Gucci perfume, and so do his buddies.
Wow.
Anyway, that was. I did get a free upgrade to the leg room area. Here's a tip for you. Here's a tip for you at home, guys. When you fucking
that's what we do here.
Yep, that's what we do. You check in at the airport, right? So don't check in on your phone. Check in at the airport. Say, in your passport or whatever. Wait about 20 seconds, so they've typed in your name, they're figuring it out, and then say, hey, listen, would it be possible for me to upgrade, or don't even use the word upgrade, hey, do you have a free window seat available? Or just if you do, that'd be fantastic. Or the emergency exit aisle. And like 9 out of 10 times, I'll be like, yeah, you will get a window seat, and occasionally, like, I get the exit aisle. So
Okay.
So my everybody's life is in my responsibility, being able to articulate my hands to this opening to get us all out in a life-threatening emergency.
Ben, it sounds like you've been in the emergency aisle seat enough that you should know what to do, and you just saying that sounds like you don't know what to do in that seat.
Well, in an emergency, I'm there, I'm picking up the card and putting on my glasses and what does this say?
Should not be in that seat. It's responsibility. Well, I tell you what, actually, is that the end of the story?
I think so, yeah.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Okay, I'll tell you that.
Welcome to another episode of Just a Tip. I'm your host, Michael. Joining me, always, Matthew, the expert. How you doing, Matt?
We got to stop calling you the expert. But
yeah, you're not. You're in 7th place on the ladder. You're bad.
Not doing good. But I will say this, Mike. As you know, you and I, we were in a bit of a dark place last week.
Yeah.
The pits and depths of despair, the sunken place. Mm-hmm. Except instead of like an actress, a old like racist lady like clinking a spoon on a tea cup, mm-hmm. It was just Billy Slater just doing that. But I want to say that I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah.
I'm on a detox at the moment. I'm drinking tea currently, right. And I found this beautiful mug that is in the inside. It says "A little Irish luck" on the inside, right? That's nice. I feel like we need some of that. And on the outside is an Irish blessing. Okay. So I'm gonna read that because I'm feeling good and I want to share it. Mm-hmm. This is the Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand.
Doesn't rhyme.
It doesn't say it's an Irish blessing, an Irish rhyme. But
all right.
Did you like my poem the other day? It's a good poem.
That's nice. And join with me, as always, from back where he belongs in his parents' basement, Ben.
Welcome to another episode of Cradle My Balls.
I've been hanging on to that one all day.
I'll pay it.
Thank you. Terrific weekend of rugby league, boys. Do you want to get into, I guess, some accountability? Can we call it something else?
Why did I tip New South Wales? And also, sorry, can we just address something?
Yeah, that's right. How's it? How are you going at the top of the ladder there?
You didn't. Yeah, go fuck yourself. I didn't know.
Cunt.
That was a fuck up. You know what was also fuck up? Your podcasting career by not notifying me that you're doing a State of Origin thing. Not even the slightest courtesy.
No. We were. I guess. I mean, You are well within your rights to feel mad, but you can see if you watched it that Matt and I were doing a bit. We were going for a bit. And the inclusion of you would have walked over that bit. It wouldn't have made sense to have you there in that bit.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
You know what
I feel like? You.
I feel like we're all in like a 3-way polyamorous homosexual relationship, but we have this understanding where we're allowed to sleep with, like, Matt's allowed to fuck me, I can fuck Matt, you guys can fuck. You guys can do whatever you want, right? As long as you're like, hey, you know what? I ass-pounded Matt last Friday night for about 4.5 hours. Like, okay, sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like we're in a polyamorous relationship, and you've come home from work, and we're like, okay, I'm ready to fuck, and Matt and I are like, oh, we already fucked,
Yeah.
Yeah, we done
and you're like,
came, boy.
what? I got blue bruised balls here. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Sorry.
Do you want to talk about how you got your ball
We
bruised?
like it.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
How did you know about my sore nut?
You told me.
You put it in the chat. I'm gonna put the screenshot up.
No, do not.
So
There it is.
No, it's not.
you need to know that
I will
anything that you
leave
put
I will
anything you put
leave
in that
right
chat.
now.
Yeah,
Anything
anything you put in that chat is fair
I
game.
will
It's
leave
fair
right
game.
now. I'm holding this podcast hostage right now.
Peace
Oh,
out,
I
loser.
Okay, all right. Well, it's not up on the screen then. It didn't come up on the screen.
Comes up on the screen again. Zooms into the word balls. Pixelated balls. Make sure it's pixelated.
But yeah, can we? Do you want to talk about it, Ben?
Yeah, you want to tell us another story?
Yeah, but you most definitely can't.
I mean, that's why I love you, man, because I just have like a week of doing nothing, and you've been like harassed in an airport. You've got a bruised ball.
Just come in hard
I
in the
didn't
chat.
tell you the other security. Like there was more.
No,
layers
bruised
of
ball,
security.
bruised ball.
Okay. I'll see if I
Stay
have to
focused now.
fucking
Yeah.
steer it
But
off the track.
in that video we did last week, Ben, the bonus episode we did on the Thursday, we stayed silent for 14 minutes, I believe, in quiet contemplation. Do you think that you could have stayed silent for 14 minutes?
Yeah, I did a 3-week silent meditation retreat.
Oh,
Well, I didn't actually do it. No, I've spoken to other people that have done it. I was able to be quiet to listen to them telling me about it. So
And
that's
also,
basically the same thing.
you being a Queensland supporter, it wouldn't make sense for you to be sitting there in silence, sad with us. So there you go.
yeah, that's right. Didn't make any sense. Yeah, but no,
just
it
make
just
sure you shower before we go into bed tonight.
Yeah,
it was
true.
a bonus episode for the patrons.
All right. Bruce Ball's taking too long. Can you go get your dad and ask him why the fuck he tipped St. George last week? Because we were all on the Waz, and the Waz absolutely fucked him up.
There's chaos. There's chaos in the Rooster household at the moment with our
He's
tipping.
swinging. He's swinging. He has absolutely no idea what he's doing.
I've been there, but you know what? It's always next year. And if I win, he's cheering for me at this point. If I win, I bring it home, and then we do back-to-backs on the Rooster house.
Yeah.
Back to fucking backs, boys.
The three of us were on the Eels, but again, your father and Trizzo were on the Dolphins. Yeah, I thought about flipping on that one, but good thing I didn't. Dolphins got pumped. We were all on the Panthers. We were all on the Storm. This is where we got tripped up here. The Titans came out and defeated top of the table Broncos. Give me hope.
One of the greatest games of all time.
Giving me hope.
Some might say it was better than the 2015 grand final.
It would, yeah.
Some might say that. Some might say that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Reece Walsh gets suspended for 3 weeks. We'll get to it. 3 games rather.
What did he say? Off C or something?
He said, "Fuck off, cunt." So he said what we say to each other every week.
Yeah. He should be like, "Oh, that's a term of endearment, sir."
Yeah, exactly.
In Australia, we call our friends C's.
Saying that to the ref. Jeffrey did read the tea leaves a little bit right. He took the Cowboys, the Doys. Everybody else, Axel took the Doys, but all of us took the Rabbitohs. Can't begrudge us for that. I stuck with the Raiders. Do you know how good that feels? Do you know how fucking good that feels? I was looking at Sunday and being like, I'm about to get a fucking perfect round here. This is going to be terrific. Titans fuck it up quickly. Rabbitohs fuck it up, so I feel less bad, but I got that fucking Raiders pick.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about your Roosters, Benny?
I think it's time that we rip up a coach's contract. That's what I think it's time.
You reckon the coach?
Yeah.
The coach is who the bolt is.
I was talking about this with Jeff this afternoon. That
Okay.
The guy's a one-trick pony, and what he used to do isn't relevant because he doesn't update to the playing style adjustments and stuff, and he's just one trick pony. Just keep doing the same thing. And the thing about the long time master coaches are that they're able to adapt, and he's just fucking chugging fucking cum all day.
That's fair.
It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off, and it's pissing off all the fans.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I don't hate that. Matt, do you have anything to say about the week that was?
No.
No?
I'm ready to move on. It was another week. It was another week for me.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
But yeah, the Roosters suck.
They do. All right, let's get into a little bit of news. I got 3 points of news here. This is the smallest bit of news, I feel like. Maybe no. This is number 2, actually.
Mike Stick.
Luke Brooks has been signed to Manly for 3 years for $2 million. What is that? Like $633,000 a season. He's going to be playing number 6 with DCE pushing.
How much does he make? $2 million. That's like
$2 million over 3 years, I think.
Like 4 million lemons.
That's a lot of lemons. Anything to say on this one, Matthew? It should be good, right?
I actually think getting Brooks for 600 is a good deal. Like, I think I'd buy him for 600 to 700 because he's now, like, he's basically spent all of his youth learning the tricks of the trade as a halfback at the Tigers, and the Manly take him when he's experienced and he knows the game and he's reliable, and they've got him for a good deal. Generally, halves, they are the best in their careers at managing the game. When they're like 28, 29, 30, 31. Look at Cherry Evans right now. Like, he's arguably the best halfback in the game. So him and Sean Johnson, who are about the same age. So I think it's a good move. And DCE, who knows, is next year his last year? Maybe that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's
That's
peaked.
awful.
It's like, for those of you that are into wine collection, you understand that wine gets better with age, but it's got
It's a drop off,
and it peaks. It does. It actually starts to become shit. And
fascinating.
Join me for my wine podcast.
Yeah, just the grape. Reece Walsh has been banned for 3 games, including State of Origin Game 3. That's fun. He called the ref a fucking cunt. Fox News, I think, said something about it initially after the game. Reece Walsh and Ren Diggity, Adam Reynolds, were in the group chat. Not in the group chat, in the comments, calling out Fox News. And,
Really?
and that next morning, Fox News chose violence. And I don't know if you've seen the clip. Don't put it up because the episode will get deleted. Yeah. But where they use the wide shot and they magnify on Reece Walsh, he was full body facing the ref when he said it. Initially he said he was saying it to Deefy, because I think Deefy came up behind him and like flicked him in the ear or something.
Yeah.
He initially said he was saying it to Deefy, and then he changed his story and said he was saying it to Paddy Carrigan. Right. But you can clearly see that like Carrigan is on his left, Deefy is behind him. He is facing the ref, saying "What the fuck, cunt," something like that.
I'm gonna come to his defense quite quickly here.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
If you've ever been out at footy training, or he went to Keebra, I'm pretty sure. Like, these are rough boys, and they're not bad boys, but they're rough boys and they're tough boys. And sometimes an F and a C flies here and there. Like, I don't think discipline, constraint, and self-control should be a part of football.
I don't think self-constraint should be a part of football. That's a great line.
Yeah.
That's my expert analysis.
Well, yeah, I think probably you could be of the argument that the ref should toughen up, but I think if we allow this sort of thing, it's a slippery slope. And Reece Walsh has been a little bitch. Reece Walsh has been a bitch for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. Like,
a little bitch.
He's been bitching around the game, so he needs to be put on his fucking ass.
Petulant. Like, he's acting at the fucking pink monkey. That's what he's acting like right now.
He's acting like.
He needs to get humbling.
Did you guys also see that during the trial, the judiciary trial, that David Fafita had a little slip of the tongue. He was brought to the stand and accidentally said that Reece Walsh was saying those comments to the ref, and then walked it back and was like, "No, he was saying it to Paddy. He was saying it to Paddy. I was there."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm sorry, I get nervous in front of you guys." But
yeah,
David. Why are they putting David on the stand, man?
Yeah, David Fafita of Cannot Tell a Lie.
Cannot tell a lie. Well, that's why we love him. That's why we love him.
Pink Monkey's Revenge, we'll call that.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Because it wasn't Walsh the one. Again, he's got a history of this. Fucking chirping up. Yeah, and he chirped up at Deefy that night at the Pink Monkey. And I think did you also see that the prosecution had accused Walsh, Carrigan, and Deefy of conspiring together to get their story straight ahead of time, so Walsh could play Origin 3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Did you guys plan this ahead of time? And of course they said no, but
yeah, you got to say no. Did. But obviously it's in the Origin group chat.
yeah. But yeah, he needs to get his emotions in check, Reece Walsh, because I remember James Graham used to get in trouble for this all the time when he was playing, just getting up in the face of the ref. There's a certain way you got to talk to the ref. Cameron Smith was so really good at it, just keeping it level, and you get results when you do that.
And when you talk to him like a human being,
James Graham, I remember at one point, he when he was angry, he would point in the referee's face, like really up in his face. And when you're in that situation, it's threatening. And after a certain time, he made
80,000 witnesses.
He made a point, James Graham, to put his hands behind his back whenever he talked to the ref in the later of his career, because he was the captain for like the Bulldogs. So he'd go up to the ref and he'd be like standing like this, going like, "You're fucking." Shout out to James Graham.
Jimmy, love him. Saw him at Magic Round, I think, on the Friday. Bless him.
Beautiful pale man, the palest of all men.
And also, last bit of news, Ben Hunt is going nowhere. Denied release this year to the Broncos and denied next year to go to the Titans.
Oh, denied next year as well. I didn't see that.
I believe so. Just all round denied.
All round denied. Well, I saw talk that, if the Titans wanted him, the Dragons were like, well, then give us Tino or Mo. And that ain't going to happen.
No.
Like, listen, the best I can do is Toby Sexton.
Toby Sexton, yeah. And you know what? You drive a hard game. Take Joe Stimson as well. There you go. Joe Stimson.
Stimson's doing a job, but I think we've got other guys who can do that job. So I'm fine with that. Stimson and Sexton.
All right. Shall we get to some tipping?
I suppose so.
This is a long app already.
Let's put our tips together.
Thursday night, in almost 24 hours from now, we have got the Sharks versus the Dragons. The Dragons are paying $6.70. Have I seen that this year? This price point? I feel like we might have seen an $8. The Tigers might have been paying $8.
Yeah.
But $6.70 seems like a fucking shitload.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Don't bet on the Dragons on this one. I'm going to take the Sharks every single fucking day of the week. It just happens to be Thursday. Benjamin, what do you got for this one?
What do the tea leaves say on this one? You'd be stupid to go. Like, even if you just got like that hunch, which I get, you'd be just stupid. Yeah. So I'm going to just reverse on something that I previously said, which I know I'm going to re-reverse on in the future, but say it again. Tip who you think's gonna win.
It's good advice.
That's great advice. I can't believe I haven't done that up to this point.
Yeah, fuck. I never thought of it like that.
I never thought of it like that. I always tip for memes.
I tip for the audience myself.
Meme-based tipping.
Yeah. Sharks have no outs. Obviously, Jack Bird and Moses Suli are out for the Dragons. Shout out to you if you got Jack Bird in your fantasy team last week. Matt, you didn't do that, did you?
No, I didn't pick him up. No, he's got this ongoing knee issue. He's in and out. Ben, don't laugh. I think he's gonna. I've heard talk that he's gonna be managing this knee issue pretty much for the rest of his career. Like, it's not like a short-term thing. Like, it's just what's the word? Chronic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's chronic knee injury.
Chronic knee injury. Okay, cool. Are we
But,
all on the Sharks?
Yeah, I'm also on the Sharks. I'll say Sharks win by 20 points here. I fear for the Dragons. Also, the Sharks have won 6 straight games against the Dragons, so I'll say they go 7 straight.
Fuck yeah. All right. Friday night. You two don't have a fiance like I do, but I have cleared Friday night. I have said, babe, whatever the fuck we're doing, it's not on Friday night because these 2 games, holy fucking shit, this is the night to be watching NRL.
Well, I tell you what we are doing on Friday night is we're going to Misha's birthday party. Shout out to Misha.
Hey, happy birthday, Mish.
She's not watching.
She does watch. I mean, she might be. Sven might be watching it. She's watching in the background or forced to watch in the background. I'm not coming to that because I've got a cash job I'm doing in the morning, and also been down to the coast a lot recently. I'm not coming. Sorry.
We'll put it on the TV.
Yeah, thank you.
What are you doing?
Bit of this, bit of that, man. You don't need to worry about it. You can't be involved. It's full. Waz versus the Rabbitohs. The Waz are the favourites. I don't think that means shit. Bunnies come in red hot. Bunnies without Latrell.
Red hot, you say? They lost to the Cowboys by like 25 points last week.
Did I say the Bunnies are red hot? I meant the Waz are red hot, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, they got dipped by the Cows. You're sensing the Waz here, Ben? Talk me through it.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, no Trell. I think it's going to be a very close game, and I was going to go the Bunnies, but locking in the Waz by 2 points. Lock it in.
Yes, sweet. I think I've done a little, Matt, you know, because I've had my TED Talk with you. I've done a little bit of calculations on whether or not the Titans can make the finals. Doesn't look good. Looks very bad, actually. And I think that when finals time comes around, I think I'm going to be back in the Waz to win the grand final. I think, I like the Waz, and I'm going to take them for this game as well. No chonk. Yeah, give me Waz. What do you think, Matt? Change my mind.
I love that. Yes, I famously said at the start of the year that the Warriors would win the wooden spoon. And here they are. They're now my second favorite team of this year. SJ rising from the ashes. So, funnily enough, though, the South Sydney having a really good record against the Warriors. Of their last 14 matches between these two teams, going back to 2013, Souths have won 13 of those. Souths have won 13 of the last 14 against New Zealand. But in saying that, this is a different New Zealand team. This is like a hardy team of real Warriors. And I have faith. So I say, I'm also with you guys. I say the Warriors win by 6 points.
Let's go Waz.
Watch out, boys.
I have it on good authority that it's at Mount Smart, and it's going to be a sold out crowd.
Love it.
Yeah, love that for them.
It's got a very oxymoronic stadium name.
Let's move on before we get cancelled, Mike.
Yeah. Next game is the Nathan Cleary-less Panthers versus a more or less full-strength Storm. Sans Ryan Pappenhausen. That doesn't count. He's not been there all year.
Yeah. Storm
are the favourites for this one. Matt, let's start with you, because Ben and I are both going to base our opinion off of what you say.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It hasn't got me anywhere so far. This is a really tough one. Checking the NRL website, this game is supposed to be at Marvel Stadium, which is usually an AFL stadium, I believe.
I believe it is. Is it in Melbourne? Hang on, I thought that was.
Yeah, it's in the CBD.
I thought it was in Perth.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, you're right. Docklands, yeah.
The Storm, how we were saying long term that we thought that they were having a
purple skid mark.
Yeah, that's right. A decline, like the collapse of an empire.
I'm not sure which one of us said. I'm not sure which one of us said that, but they're in third place now. So whoever Matt said that, yeah, that's right.
Dude, no, I'm just saying. I still agree with it. I still agree with it.
Yeah. Okay. You reckon they are declining from third place?
They're a wolf in sheep's clothing up there in third place.
Okay. Fair enough. Are they going to win this game?
No.
No. So you're on the Panthers?
Yeah, I'm on the Panthers.
You're on the baby Panthers?
Yeah. Tell us about it.
Tell us about it. What makes you think that? What do you see in those tea leaves, boy?
Don't call me boy.
Son.
I don't know why, but I watched a couple Cuban Gooding Jr. movies lately. He's like a cheaper Denzel Washington. He's like
Don't stop writing down Cuba Gooding Jr., Matt. Stop it.
I don't write the show.
It's like they've casted for these movies back in the 90s and early 2000s, and like, well, listen, we don't have the budget for Denzel.
Buns it.
How about Cuban? I'm like, yeah, okay, he comes in on budget.
Oh, is Cuban available? Oh, I don't know. Oh, look, he's calling us now.
What was that movie? What was that movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. where he played like the first African American like Navy diver or something like that? He was like his big like dramatic role that he did maybe late 90s, early 2000s, I want to say. It was very similar to A Few Good Men.
Is it not Men of Honor? No.
Men of Honor? That might be it.
Do you ever do this thought activity where you try and pretend like they're not actors?
Men of Honor.
Just people. They're just people that have had all these really interesting roles in their life.
Men of Honor, that's the one. But yeah, it's also in Jerry Maguire. He was the show me the money guy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the player that he represented.
Shout out to Cuban Gooding Jr.
Shout out to Cuba. I hope he's doing well.
Matt, who's winning out of the Storm versus the Panthers?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, really interesting to see how the Panthers respond after Christian Welch, Storm captain, I believe, when he was in the press conference and he didn't realize the microphone was live and he was shocked that Newcastle couldn't beat the Panthers New South Wales side. And I think that there'd be, 75% of the Panthers team that wouldn't take kindly to those words. So because of that, I say they get the job done. They've got all their origin players back from arresting. I think they'll be firing. So I'll say Panthers win by 8 points.
Jerome Luai's got something to prove.
To prove.
No one's got work. No one's got work the next day. So should be a good one for him.
I just thought, remember how we did the Mamrin Kunster? Do that with Jerome Luai's name.
You're the guy at this, man. You're the Mamrin Kunster man.
Jerome Juai.
I'm Rome Jew guy.
You fucked it up.
You fucked it up, Mike. You fucked it up. Stick to the... It's like a haiku. It's got a structure.
The two close games are all on the same page. Fuck that. We got another close game. Saturday, 3 p.m.
Game of the round.
Game of the round. If you do not have your little button on the Titans right now, you're not my friend, and you turn off this fucking show right now because the Titans are going to win this one by 4 points. Matthew.
Don't say that, Mike.
You're not taking the Raiders on this one, bro. Come on.
Okay.
After we beat the Broncos are in top of the ladder. It's second place.
Okay. All right. Well, let me.
Raiders are in a measly 6th.
I understand. Okay. Let me just read my notes here, and then maybe you can talk me out of it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I know that Big Papa's out injured. I know this.
Yes.
Solo starts. Tino's back.
Yes.
All right. It's tipping. The Jimmy Jolliffe goes to the bench. Baby Horse is out. This is a really hard one to tip. The Titans need to win games like this to make the finals. But I have this feeling that they lost their coach and they got up for a big game against the Broncos. And they were good against the Broncos. They held on in defense, but the Broncos they weren't at their best either. I just feel that there may be I'm just feeling a little bit of complacency and maybe a little bit of emotion spiked, and now emotion is dipping after the coach loss. And that's why I've got written down Raiders by 4 points, unless you can talk me out of it.
Well, look, when's the last time that the Titans this year, have had a fully fit squad? I feel like Verrills was injured almost immediately, which we called. He's recently come back. Really, all we're missing now is Beau Fermor. We've got our full squad there, and finally they're able to do what Justin Holbrook set out to do. What he put all the pieces in place, and last week we saw, what is that, the ripening of the fruit from that tree, and I feel like these apples are just going to keep on landing on the floor for us to pick up and eat. I feel like they're on a tear. I don't know if it's complacency as much as they're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and they're going to fucking run for it. So for that reason, I've got the Titans winning by 4 points.
Okay.
Benjamin, you're an expert in rugby league. Why don't you tell us?
Yeah, I want to hear what Ben has to say.
Oh, Mike, I feel sorry for you. I agree completely with Matt. I believe that the dopaminergic response spike will be.
You feel sorry for me?
I also like stocks.
Look at your face.
You can't face. Hey, let's not get personal. You want to get personal?
Sorry.
Personal, fucking cheese dick. Yeah, so don't, like all stocks, don't base future performance off past performance, as it in fine print on every different financial services ad. This is not financial advice. In saying that, Titans are shit. They're going to lose. Here, I'm going to get personal. I fucking hate their branding. I hate their marketing. It looks like it's marketed to 8-year-old kids. They don't have an original name.
An original name? What do you mean?
The Titans, not original.
What makes any other team more of an original name than any other NRL mascot? Like
the Dolphins?
Roosters is an existing animal.
I know.
Not original.
Also, I'm pretty sure there's other sports teams called the Roosters.
Yeah, here's a list of American NFL teams: the Broncos, the Dolphins, the Raiders,
the
Cowboys.
Yeah, it pisses me off.
Probably Tigers.
Okay. All right. Well,
anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm going to say that the Titans are fucked, and I think last week was just an emotional response, but they will be depleted of the correct neurochemicals to be able to deliver the same repeated performance this week.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to all agree to disagree.
Welcome to the Ben Huberman podcast.
Yeah, I understand that I'm drinking out of a mug which says a little Irish luck on it. I understand that, but also it's got green all over it. The writing is green. There's green clovers all over it, and there's one team in the NRL where green is the color, and I'm going to stick with the Raiders for now.
Does Jamin Jolliffe play for them?
Shaman Jolliffe does play for the Irish football team.
This is why
I'm switching.
Yeah, got him.
Switching.
Got him. Come on, man. They beat the team that was in first place. They can beat the team that's in sixth place. It's nothing.
Switching. Titans by 4 points. Titans by 4 points.
Come on.
If this was if the Holbrook thing and everything happened this week, if last week they were versing the Raiders, they would have beaten the Raiders. But it just, whoever was in their firing line last week was going to get a fucking run.
Jimmy's a good coach.
You didn't hear what Mike just said. Jamin Jolliffe, Irish.
Yeah. Famous, captain of the Irish football team.
Right.
Maybe could be Luke Keary.
$4 fucking Vista print mug.
Do you want me to read the Irish blessing again?
You should.
Definitely not.
Okay. Well, I'll come back to it. All right. What's the next game?
Maybe at the end. Next game is the Cowboys versus the Tigers. Yeah, Cowboys are firing right now. We all talk shit about the Cowboys like they were done. Not the case. They are going to fuck up the Titans getting into the top 8, I feel. That's what I see in my little Irish mug tea leaves, is that Cowboys are going to finish 8th and push the Titans out to like 11th. So I'm going to take the Cowboys for this one. Benjamin.
Yeah, these Tigers are just... What have they got? What have they got?
Players.
Remember-
Whatever they. This to me.
Center of excellence.
This to me is a classic.
They've got a good W team.
Poo sling. This is a poo sling. Not interested in this one. Let's go with the Warriors by 6 points.
The Warriors.
That's good. Yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna
see,
let.
that's how boring the fucking game is. I don't even remember who's playing. Go the Cowboys. 6 points.
Perfect.
So I mispronounced it.
Matthew. A cowboy is a warrior of sorts, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
A different kind of warrior. He's like, oh, I hope my horse is okay. Oh.
That's what a cowboy does.
That's what a cowboy does. Yeehaw.
That's what a warrior does. They worry about things.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah, we got the other track
Oh,
down.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So the last match between these two teams, by the way, back in May, if you remember, the Tigers put 66 points on the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That happened.
It's a weird season.
It's been a weird fucking season. But in saying it, with that in the past and that written in history, the halves pairing for the Tigers of Dane Laurie and Brandon Wakeham gives me zero confidence. And the Cowboys are, they're looking good. Same 17. I say they win by 14 points here.
What happened to Brooks? Oh, he's still injured. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's out for a little bit.
Poor Dane Laurie. Dane Laurie needs to go to a better club. You know? He could be good at a good club. Send him back to the Penrith.
Yeah, go back to the Penrith.
Go back to the Penrith. Next game we've got a Reece Walsh-less Broncos versing the Dolphins at the Gabba.
The Gabba.
This one's at the Gabba. The Women's World Cup, Soccer World Cup is on Suncorp right now. I'm going to the famous Pineapple Hotel this afternoon. So I tried to book a table there, and they told me no because the Broncos are versing the Dolphins about 2 blocks away. So you will not be getting a table, good sir. And I said, that's fair enough. Still going to go. And I'm going to take the Broncos. Whispers are that Cody Nikorima is going to take the fullback spot and push Hammer into the centers. This is more or less a full-strength Dolphins, right? Valance is playing in the centers. This is what we thought it was going to be pre-season, right?
Valance might get pushed out of the centers if Hammer's going there. Stay tuned.
Yeah, true. Who's the other center? Tessie New? Yeah, true. Valance might get bopped. Maybe swap him to the bench. He plays off the bench, right?
Yeah.
Broncos more or less full strength. Oh, no, they actually had a lot of injuries last week, didn't they? Jordan Ricky and Thomas Flegler, and also Reece Walsh getting suspended.
Yeah, Capewell's still out.
Put some money on the Dolphins. What do you reckon?
Well, if you're asking me who I'm tipping,
yeah,
I feel something a little bit magical about this game. It's at the Gabba. That's that's kind of weird. Reece Walsh is out.
Yeah.
Does Tristan Saylor play fullback? I don't know. They're missing Flegler, Ricky, Capewell. Got some rookies in there. Finns, JMK's back. Titsy News back. They've lost 3 games straight. Don't think Wade Bennett likes that. I do feel that I think Payne Haas definitely goes Super Saiyan 4 in this game. Like, he gets long blonde hair that goes down to the floor.
Does he grow the monkey tail? Is that 4? I think that's 5.
I think that's 5 or Super Saiyan. Yeah. It's like Super Saiyan GT. I don't fucking know. Talk to Mitch about it. He'll know. But I like the Dolphins in this game. I'm feeling something in my testes for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I said Dolphins win by 4 points in this game.
I really don't hate that. I am going to take the Broncos because I just feel like the remainder, the level-headed remainders, put on a show and just punch those Dolphins into the ground. Benjamin, split us up. Who you got?
Why? I was just going to point out, you look a bit, you got like the Jim Bro vibe thing going on today with the backwards hat. Yeah, the rolled up sleeves. Bring your sleeves.
This is a throwback to last season when I wore this hat backwards more or less every episode. I thought I haven't done it in a while, so the 2022.
Really sell it.
Should I?
Yeah.
Look at that
Pop
tan.
Look at
Oh,
that
Look
tan.
at that.
We gotta go to the
Hello,
beach.
ladies.
That's a small. I've got myself the smallest, but I can see that. Look at that. All right,
Yeah.
rest of the show, I'm like this.
Yeah, show some skin, baby.
Let's go.
I like it.
What are we talking? NRL.
Broncos, Dolphins, Benny.
Yeah, well, Dolphins. They've only played once, and the Broncos won. So I think from memory.
It's true.
I think
Only just though, right?
Yeah, I think that I'm getting that. I'm getting the Finn first win. Getting the Finn first win, baby.
All right. Yeah, I don't hate it. Incoming flip from me potentially, but
I'll tell you what I do hate: Brooke Lindsay.
We love you, Brooke.
I love you, Brooke.
We love you.
Yeah, I think Finn's 1 to 12, maybe a little hammer try, maybe who else is in there? Maybe a little Jermaine Asako, more than 6 points, maybe. Get that in here. Let's see what
Asako's usually good for it.
Let's see what happens. Sunday. Spend time with your family, I think. Like, don't turn on the TV, go for a bike ride, hang out, reconnect with a friend that you haven't seen in a long time, I think is going to be the plan for Sunday. Because I'm not watching any of these fucking games. I couldn't give a shit about any of these clubs. First one we've got here. Call up an ex-girlfriend, see how she's doing.
Yeah, bro, reacquaint you, see if you can get that love back in your life, you know?
If you're back in town, if you've been overseas for a little bit and you're back in town, maybe call someone.
Maybe
give them a call, see what's happening.
See what's up. See if they want a bit of, see if they want to leave their boyfriend for a night for a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, true. Do you guys have an ex-girlfriend that already has kids?
No.
You do, Matt?
I do.
Are you gonna name names?
Shout out to Holly.
Holly has a kid.
Yeah, don't you know this?
No.
Oh yeah, she's got a little baby. Yeah, no, she's living her best life. So.
Do you ever get those? So this is way too much of a heartbreak question. But do you ever get those like things where you like, where you look, you're like, oh, that I wonder what this kid like. That's what the kid with. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. You're just wondering.
Wait, no.
You're looking like I think Ben's trying to ask. You're looking at.
You're like that could have been my kid.
That could have been my kid.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was in 2 long-term relationships, and those conversations definitely came up. I could have a little papito, a little Matilda.
Papito means daddy.
Well, I guess. Yeah. Well, time is a weird suit.
I just went to look her up in Facebook, but typed her name into Google and just came up with all the Hollies in Google.
Now.
Yeah,
I got a lot of love for both of my ex-girlfriends. But Benjamin,
me too.
Let's talk about your ex-girlfriends.
Well, I think.
Yeah. Do you have any that have a kid?
No. Here's the thing about men and women when it comes to breakups is that it hits women harder initially, and it'll hit them harder than us, but they'll manage to fully recover almost always. Whereas men, it doesn't hit us as hard, but we always hold a little piece of our exes somewhere in our heart
because we don't process our emotions correctly. That's why.
Because we're men. Don't forget you're a man.
Speaking of processing your emotions correctly, we have got the Bulldogs versus the Knights.
Wait, are we? Is this a tipping podcast?
Yes. Remember to process your emotions correctly, everybody.
Yeah, process. Take some time.
My advice is to allow yourself to feel the full gravity of every emotion as it comes, to process it. Let yourself have that experience, go through it, because we hold on to all our trauma, and you're better off dealing with it in real time and not disassociating for too long.
True words.
You're on fire today. Ever since you've come back from Australia, you're on fire, dude.
Working on 3 hours sleep.
Knights are the favourites for this one. Rajab is in the halves. What's his name, Matt?
Olawapu.
Olawapu.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled
Rajab, he's in. I think I mentioned him a couple of weeks ago because he was playing for Lebanon. And I remember in the World Cup looking at him being like, who the fuck is this kid? And then he got signed with the Dogs, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And then here we are. We've seen him for the first time within the last couple of weeks. He's a gun. I'm excited to see him play. Not going to watch this game, though. I'm going to wait until maybe they verse the Titans. More towards the end of the year, they verse the Titans. Hopefully he's still playing for the Dogs then. But, man, Seabold? No. Who's the coach? Fuck. For the Dogs? Who's the coach for the Dogs?
Cameron Ciraldo.
Ciraldo, yeah. Ciraldo shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic right now, right? Like,
yeah.
I say it every week. Everybody expected the Dogs to be better.
They've been decimated in the forwards for pretty much all year. They've had a lot of injuries in the forwards. So,
nice. Full job preservation mode.
Better them than us, though, right? So, for that reason, I think I'm going to be taking the Knights. KP, Gamble, Hastings. Phoenix Crossland is paying 9. What the fuck? Kurt Mann will come in and fill that. Dane Gagai is out, but he's a center, so who gives a fuck? Yeah, I think the Knights win this one, but not by much, by less than 6 points, right?
Maybe. I do note that Reece Walsh is out, so Ponga wants that Queensland jersey back. So I think he's probably going to want to turn it on here. I'm also on the Newcastle Knights here. I have no faith in Canterbury right now. They're a bit of a shambles. If they win this game, I wouldn't be surprised. But I've got the Knights winning by 10 points in this.
Yeah, Benjamin.
This is so much of a poo sling that out of protest, I'm going to refuse to actually make a selection.
That's fair.
Sounds like you're tipping the Dogs. He's going for us. Trying to trick us.
That is fair, though. I will allow that. Next game, we've got possibly the worst game of the round. 2 clubs that no one gives a shit about. Look at how close these bets are. $1.88 versus $1.96. What the fuck? What is that? Oh, bye, Matt. Bye, Matt?
Yeah, let him go, dude. We didn't need him. We did not need that guy.
We can't. I think
it's still recording.
I guess so, yeah.
Dude, this is back to our roots. Back to our roots episode.
What should we do? I didn't see there was a TV behind you. Where are you?
Oh, I'm in the Roosters cauldron.
You're in the Roosters cauldron. Oh, you've definitely swapped sides, Matt.
Well, that was weird. Just dropped out. I don't know.
I think it was still recording.
We were celebrating our back to our roots episode.
Yeah, episode 1.
That was very strange. I think maybe my internet just had maybe a little hiccup or something.
Yeah, that's all good. Dog shit Sundays. Manly Seagulls versus the Sydney Roosters. Holy fuck. I don't know. Hey, like, which one of these clubs is going to win? Someone help me.
I have a tip.
Yeah.
I have written down a tip. Obviously, I mean, yeah, really hard to tip this one because it's so hard to get a gauge on either of these sides. But, you know, you look at let's start with the Roosters, okay? So Suoli's back from suspension. Fletcher Baker's back, but they've lost Angus Crichton and Satili Tupanua to injury, both 2 back rowers. Wade Egan's, what was his name? Egan Butcher. Egan Butcher's concussed. So they've lost 3 back rowers. Radley's having to play out there. They've got the other Nafau White, the other back rower. It's not looking like their year. We've been saying it for a little bit, but definitely not. For Manly, Gerbo's back. Jake Trbojevic from his calf injury, but also they've got Jason Saab back. They've got Burbo back. They've got Brad Parker back. They've got the slug, Kelma Tuolangi. He's also back from injury. They're at home. I think Teddy's going to try his damn best in this game, but I like Manly. I like Manly in this one. I think they win by 1 point.
Yeah. When you said Gerbo's back, I swapped from the Roosters to Manly. Benjamin.
Does Robbo's face get pinker every week?
It's not getting whiter, I can tell you that.
Oh God, that cherry-faced Evans. See what I did there? And they're playing the Seagulls.
Possible episode title there.
Lock in Lock in.
Take the Roosties in this one.
No,
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
it's hard, dude. Manly are my most hated team. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go the Chooks. Let's go the Chooks.
Good for you.
You will have to process some emotions when the Chooks lose, for sure. But it's the Sunday game, so thankfully you have all of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to do that. Right?
You don't think I've got other things to do? You think I'm just going to be sitting around just letting myself feel the full gravity of the emotion?
Yep.
The full gravity. Those were your words.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stuff it down. Stuff it deep down and hide it. Hide it in my internal closet.
All right. Comments, YouTube comments, quick rounds. I'm going from both videos, although I'm only going to take the good ones.
Can we stop? Can we start calling them cum mints?
Comments. We can call them comments. I assume this is a great queef. Writes, yeesh. I assume regarding the episode. Yeah, I agree. Ben Stern writes, what's up with the quality, gentlemen? Is definitely Matt's internet. I'm an IT expert, so you can believe me. It's good. Yeah.
Who said that?
Future Body Tech. 1468. Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. Rugby League History writes, I do remember Shannon Knoll from the songs off the radio Drive, Lift, etc. Shannon Knoll got bumps, didn't he?
Yeah, I didn't see him.
He wasn't on the live broadcast. I think I heard that he was made to sing like a song that wasn't his pre-game, only to the stadium. It's weird. Do your own research into that. A lot of people think that the Parramatta Melbourne thing is 2009. Melbourne were over they were over their salary cap between 2006 to 2010. We lost to them in 2006 qualifying final and 2007 preliminary final, whilst they had an illegal team. You then have to think about all the other teams that lost to them during those final series as well. Sound bitter, dude. Sound real bitter.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to just say, you said angry. And
You sound
what?
you sound like an ex-girlfriend that's got screenshots still.
That's right.
Yeah.
Receipts.
If you're 40 years old, you have no right still being angry at your parents.
Yeah.
That's true.
Here's what I think, Rugby League
Forgive.
History. I love you. I see your point, but it sounds like you have not fully gone through the full weight of emotions. You've not fully processed what's happened. I think you just need to sit down and just have a long cry.
Yeah.
You know?
Exposure therapy. Go into the deepest dark of the hole, expose yourself to it, and come out stronger.
And we're not saying that you're stupid, because this is actually a very astute observation, this next comment.
It is factual. It's factual. But look inside your heart, okay? It's not always about this. It's about what's in here.
Yeah.
You're emotionally underdeveloped. Let's put it that way.
Well,
I don't know. He says, Ben is a real problem child.
well, facts.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Well,
Imagine being
Thanks
an
for
only
your
child,
comment.
but still being the problem child. I think if they ever kick St. George out of the competition, I would watch or care less about the NRL than I do right now. I have seen a few foundation or established teams killed off or merged due to NRL's inept management. Just leave St. George the way they are, at the bottom of the fucking table. I added that last bit.
Yeah.
Leave them there.
Leave him there.
Simon Ashwin writes, great show again. Go Canberra. Go
Thanks,
Canberra.
Simon.
I had him.
No, don't go Canberra.
No, last week. I had him last week, not this
Okay.
week. Fuck
All
Canberra
right. Yeah.
this week.
Not this week. Not this week.
On the Origin special, Adam Garreau writes, lol, suck shit Blues, clean sweep coming, yous don't get Origin. Facts.
I process my emotions, so this does not upset me. Let me read this Irish blessing again. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine.
Okay, shit. All right. All right. History of football writes, I think the whole New South Wales don't get Origin idea is daft. Yeah, That's true. This is a long comment. Let's see what's relevant in here. This is just go ahead and read this. The whole organization needs a clean out from top to bottom. Fittler needs to fall on his sword for starters. Yeah.
We think that's going to happen. It's probably going to happen.
And also, Ben, you would appreciate if James Theodore Tedesco fell on his sword for New South Wales and came back and focused his time at the Chooks, right? Maybe in a training and development role.
I think he should go enjoy his glory, his golden years, his glory years. Go just just go play a bit of golf. Enjoy life.
He should.
You worked hard, Ted. You worked hard. You deserve.
You should get on one of those boats at the end of Lord of the Rings and go live in
to the Grey Havens.
You should go to the Grey Havens and live with the elves for infinite life.
You're just tired, Frodo.
What do you think of that, Ben?
The land of almost but not immortals.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, the three of us, we've established we are Sam, Frodo, and Gollum. Where are we on our journey right now through just the tip? Are we out of the dead marshes yet? Are we at Shelob's lair? Where are we?
I think we're about to get to Shelob's lair. We're climbing the steps in front of Minas Morgul.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fair.
The Orc army's underneath, and Ben is about to set. Which way am I, Frodo? Or are you Sam? Was that the other way around? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't know, man. You can be whoever you want. I think you might be Frodo.
Oh yeah, I'm Frodo because I'm carrying the burden of editing the shit that you. That's
yeah,
right.
That's right.
So Ben's about to set you up, and I'm about to take his side. Maybe next episode we'll see what happens.
I'm going to go on holiday with my fiance and leave you guys for a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We'll find little crumbs on your jacket being like...
You've been eating. You like that, Ben? That's good content?
I'm sorry, we sang something.
Rugby League History writes, I think the Gold Coast proved again why they are in shambles. Ever since the first club in 1988, Hasler is risking his legacy reputation going up there. Why would they let go of Holbrook at this stage of the season when they are ninth?
What legacy? What legacy?
Hasler's legacy. He's won a few grand finals. He's won through 2 prems, one with the Dogs, one with Manly.
2 prems and 5 GFs.
We have seen the first Gold Coast club came in that it doesn't matter who they are. It never seems to work. The original team had the likes of, oh my God, there's more. Langlands, McCarthy, and Ken Irvine involved, plus Wally Lewis, and they still couldn't make the finals.
I know why. I can answer this for you right now. Make it simple.
Why?
It's because of the supporter base. And this isn't an attack on you guys. This is just a general observation.
I feel attacked.
The Gold Coast, generally speaking, is a very transient sort of place, and it takes multiple generations, the children and then the children's children to really develop a strong.
We might be the second or third generation of people on the Gold Coast, right? Because the town is really started building up in the 80s and 90s.
No, the 60s and the 70s.
It was a place in the 60s, but people started moving there in the 90s, the late 80s, early 90s. So it's really only
a caravan beach town.
It's really only been around for the last 40 years. Yeah, you're right. It was a caravan beach town in the 60s. It was fucking nothing. So yeah, prudent point. You're right. It's a transient town. It's going to take time for the club to build up. It's building though.
All you have to do is walk through Southport and realize why the city can't have a football team and why they don't deserve one.
Is that racist?
It's something.
Yeah, what is that? Is it because of all the students?
I don't need your ists and your isms and all this shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What's the word when you are prejudiced towards people with mental health issues?
Ableist? No, that's physical.
No, you're
ableist might work.
Might be ableist.
You're an ice addict. You want to encourage it, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do ice.
Do ice. We're all on the Sharks. We're all on the Wars. We're all on the Panthers. Matt and I are on the Titans. Benjamin, you're on the Green Machine. We're all on the Doys. You guys are on the Finns. I'm on the Bronx. Ben, you're on the Dogs. Matt and I are on the Knights. Matt and I are on Manly. Benjamin, you are on the Roosters.
Yeah.
Should we do a thumbnail?
Well,
Or should we do a hypothetical?
We could do a hypothetical. Ben,
I keep forgetting to. Oh yeah, actually, I don't have a hypothetical, but I got a really funny image that came to me this afternoon. Right.
Okay.
Basically,
describe it to me.
Imagine 1,000 tiny elephants carrying a massive peanut. So it's basically like, imagine like a colony
ants,
of
like
ants.
Elephants,
like ants, carrying just these tiny little elephants carrying a massive peanut as a team with their trunks.
That's good stuff. We had I think we can. That's great. That's great stuff. We had a
great
start.
stuff.
I think we can forego the hypothetical this afternoon.
If
I guess.
anybody's an artist and can conceptualize this in art, send it to us and we'll print on a t-shirt.
Just type it into AI
get an AI generator to do
that.
I
do. I do. It's not that good. I mean, I'm fucking with Blue Willow. It's like a free mid-journey, but it's okay.
All right.
Try it. Shout out to Blue Willow and Cuban.
Thumbnail?
Cuba.
Thumbnail,
boys.
What should I do?
I can't get. I feel weird. I can't get something.
Okay, just be natural. Just be candid.
I can't.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, why not?
We did it.
We did it.
We did it, you guys. We got through it. That was a pretty long episode, but we did it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Ben, you take us out. It's not my job anymore. You do it.
Say the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another episode of Just the Snip. I have been your host, Ben. Thank you very much, Mike and Matt, for joining today.
Today.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching another episode of Just a Check the Fake Selves. Good night, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.